as always, I love to hear where you're from. And today I have a really special treat for you because one of the wreath kits that we just released, I have to make this. And Gary's like, are you going to donate that to the benefit coming up? And I was like, I really wanted to have this one for my front door. So I might end up making a couple of them, that's for sure. But let me pull you up on my phone so I can see what you're saying. And as always, I love to hear where you're from. You can tell me 50,000 times. I don't care. I love to hear where you're from. But look at the view. Look at what we've got going on. Look at this. I love this. Love this. All right. Okay, so let me find you all. Menu, festive creations. That's where I am. So this kit we just released. And by the way, if you got my text message today, you know that all wreath kits are on sale today only. It ends at midnight. Today only. Using the code FLASH10. FLASH10. Save 10% on any wreath kit. But this one is super, super fun. I just posted a link to where you can get that kit, this kit that I'm going to be doing, and you're not going to regret it. So let me pin this. Whoops, no, not that. Hello, hello. How's it going? There we go. All right, gotcha. Gotcha. I think I'm all settled in now. I think so. All right, so this wreath kit comes with the frame, all 4 rolls of this ribbon, and you're going to love this ribbon. Of course, our sign will put a boot in your arse, the American way, money. Gary said I should call it the tribute to Toby Keith. I'm sure he would be proud. It comes with both rolls of mesh, and it comes with this filler bush in red, white, and blue. Now you can kind of see where I am looking forward to making this. Gail, good to see you. Hey, Terry and Gazelle, how are you? See, I miss you guys at night. Some of you I don't get to see during the day. So I'm going to jump right in because I got to get the kids off to bed here shortly. So let me get started and let's catch up and talk. Very cold Wisconsin, Debbie. Same here. I think we're in the teens right now compared to yesterday when I was outside, you know, walking around in my flip-flops, right? Diana, hello. All right, look at this fun mesh that we paired up with this. I love it. Absolutely love it. So for this one, somebody asked me earlier this week if I could point them in a direction where I use 2 different color of mesh. And you know, y'all, go with where your gut tells you. So this one, I'm actually going to use this black or navy blue and white check mesh, and we're going to cut 20-inch strips. We're going to do 18 of them. I guess I need well, from Delaware, Lori, hello, good evening. Good to see you. Y'all, let's do this. So I'm going to need 18 20-inch strips. Let me start cutting those. And I want this wreath kit. I'm going to end up probably making more than one because this wreath kit's going to be very, very popular, at least where I'm from. I don't know about you guys, but this one's going to be very popular. Tracy, hello. Yo, I'm super excited. I got so much done today. What about you? Have you had a productive day? Got my sales taxes all caught up because I'm going to be honest. It's not that I can't afford to pay my sales taxes, and I love to pay our state what they have coming to them, but filing every month is a pain in the tushy. But I got it done. It's done. No more. No more. And then I had a penalty of $16.28. I was like, really? Okay, let me pay the $16.28. It was worth it to sit down and do all of my sales taxes all at once, basically. Hello, hello, happy Wednesday, hump day. Hump day, I do miss you guys. I miss you, my evening crew, tremendously. You know what? It just occurred to me. Well, no, I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to be using this mesh. I'm cutting 20-inch strips, and I'm going to use it on the base. But then we're going to go back in with this navy blue. And for this, I'm going to cut 15-inch strips. Amy, hello, Kentucky. Are you guys cold over there too? In Kentucky? Is it just as cold over there? It is still February. I guess we have to realize that it's still February. So these are 15-inch cuts. And I'm going to do 1, 2, I'm going to do 36 of them. So 36 15-inch cuts. May, hello, hello. Amy, is it? Look. And then you wonder why we get sick, especially this time of year. There's so many crazy weather going on. I love this border stripe navy blue, by the way. So this wreath kit, by the way, is, now I turned that off. I know I turned off, oh, I know why, because she's in my contact list, so it comes through. This wreath kit, we just released on Monday. Monday? Yeah, I don't know. It's brand new. And it's already flying off the shelf. But this one is a little bit more expensive than most of my kits, and you're going to see why. But today only, if you use the code FLASH10, you'll save 10% off of all wreath kits, just wreath kits. FLASH10 if you order before midnight Central Time. Hey, Miss Karen. Hello, hello. Oh, it's funny, May. I just said, somebody asked me earlier this week about that. But May, there's all kinds of combinations that you can do. All kinds of combinations. So get creative with it, right? All right, let's get our sign going. And then we're going to start adding our mesh. I like to start off with the sign because that way the glue has a chance to cure. But look at that. It's got that rustic charm to it. And of course, the Patriotic, it has both that vintage look and also that clean, fresh look. This is a very versatile sign. So I'm going to take my DAP Rapid Fuse glue, my fave. I don't like to put holes in my signs because I don't like having the wire or pipe cleaners or whatever show on the front. So that's why I do this. We had sleet and snow last night after a couple of days in the mid-70s. Yvonne, that's crazy. Jode, hello, girl. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Yeah, this is crazy. At least we didn't have sleet or snow today. Chicago did. Chicago had tornadoes. I was just watching the news, and of course we live down in central Illinois, and that's northern Illinois. But yeah, they had tornadoes. Thank goodness we didn't have any of that nonsense going on. Don't need it. Don't need it. All right. I've got that, and let me go ahead and put my pipe cleaners in. And then we're going to slap that mesh on there. But look at the ribbon. All 4 rolls of this ribbon come with this sign. Can you see? My video on my phone is stuck. Let me see if I can get it unstuck. The There we go. Survived the tornado warning last night and the tornado that touched down about 10 miles from my house in Michigan. Oh no, Jode. I am so happy that you were able to avoid that. Holy cow. What the heck? All right, is this... Let me refresh again. My video on my phone is lagging, but I can see the recording is not. And I'm on live on YouTube. So if you're watching me on YouTube, hey, 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 YouTube. Good to see you. One more. All right. So now that I've got this ready to go, I'm going to let that glue cure a little bit. And we're going to get started with adding that mesh. I'm going to set that ribbon off to the side. Sit, sit. And of course, when you get one of my wreath kits, you get this guide. It's like a recipe card. So you just want to look for the recipe that's closest to your wreath. So if you have 2 rolls of mesh, a round sign, a frame. Now this one has 3 ribbon where this one's got 4, but this is the one that's closest to it. This would be the video you could watch to help you with suggestions on how to make your wreath. May, bless your heart. Thank you. I try. Obviously, 60,000 of you think so too. Thank you all for supporting me. I enjoy doing it, and I more so enjoy teaching. Can you tell? All right, so this 15-inch frame, hang on, is going to start taking shape. I use the burlap frame to kind of help bring out the brown tones in our rustic kind of sign there. Even though we're using that navy blue and white mesh, it's really going to help pull all of those tones together. So for the base, what we're going to do is we're going to take this 20-inch and we're going to just ruffle. Actually, I'm going to ruffle it. I'm not going to curl the ends, even though this one wants to curl all by itself. I'm just going to do a regular ruffle. Not a woodland ruffle. I'm just going to do a regular ruffle. Because we're going to go right on top of these and we're going to add that solid blue, well, actually it's a border stripe, navy blue mesh. And it's going to add a whole new texture to our design. So these are 20-inch strips. My base is 20-inch strips. And then I cut 36 of the navy blue, the solid navy blue in 15-inch strips. So let's see how this is going to come out. I have a really good feeling about it. I crafted all day with the cold weather, no desire to go outside. Plus, oh yes, Debbie, girl, anytime you get a new order in, that's inspiration to go crafting right there. Gary's in there practicing his guitar. He started practicing before I went live, and I was like, honey, you're going to have to turn it down. He is one of those musicians where if it's not like screaming loud like a concert, I'm like, dude, I want to be able to talk on my live without screaming, right? The last couple of days here in Connecticut was warm, but they are saying that tomorrow morning with the wind chill, it will feel like below 0. So, Tracy, you're getting ready to get some of the stuff that hit us in the Midwest. Our wind chill factor today was 6 degrees, and yesterday we were at 73 degrees. So, yes, I can feel your pain. I can feel your pain. You are in for a treat. A nice cold blast. And I was smart and filled my cup up before I came in here with some fresh water, because it gets warm in here under the lights. So what are you guys working on right now? Are you still working on some spring, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Halloween? Don't laugh, because we have people working on Halloween. I can tell you that because we're selling Halloween supplies right now and fall. So nothing's impossible. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, let's get this done. And I'm getting ready to release the March Wreath Kit of the month. Y'all, this Wreath Kit for March is by far my best kit. My best ever. In fact, the girls this week, they're like, Mom, do you know how much this kit costs? I said, it doesn't matter, because I'm still charging. You know, when you join the Wreath Kit of the month, you get a flat rate. So you pay the same thing, $52 every month. Doesn't matter. Well, let me tell you, you're getting an amazing deal. And we already calculated up after we fill the subscription. So if you are a subscriber, after we fill the subscriptions, we might have 2 kits left over. So if you're not already a subscriber, you better grab, because there are no more. And this one's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we're trying to be able to, in future boxes, future subscriptions, add more onto it. But just remember that I curate these way in advance. So I have to have all of my supplies and stuff ordered at least 6 months in advance, and there's no way to predict how many people will subscribe to the monthly Wreath Kit. Well, it's been a huge hit. Huge. Love that. May, let me tell you, sometimes you can hear him while I'm live, but like I said, I don't go live of an evening very much anymore because of the kids, because we have homework and bath nights and, all of that fun stuff. But today, if you didn't see my post on Facebook, today was wacky day at school. They had so much fun getting ready. And of course, Aunt Stephanie had fun helping them get ready. And then tomorrow is neon day. And then Friday is hat day. But they're having a blast. They are truly enjoying life with Aunt Stephanie and Uncle Gary. It's a different life than what they were used to. And unfortunately, their prior life, they didn't get to do fun stuff like this. So they get to be a kid. I love that for them. Virginia said it was 72 today and tomorrow's supposed to be 50. It's cold here in California. Amen to that, Virginia. Today made 2 Easter wreaths, Debbie said, and 1 golf wreath. Darn it. Thank you for saying that, because I have golf ribbon and golf signs. And I just need to bring them forward and talk about those when I'm at the shop. I forgot about that. What date do you take the money out for the subscription? So Virginia, this month is shifts, and it's going to be the 3rd of the month. So from now on, it will be the 3rd of every month. So just a few next week. Next week. All right, we are getting there. I'm looking at the floor, and of course, this is only the first layer. Now, what's awesome is even with just this mesh, look how nice and full this wreath looks. Loving this. Love, love, love. Hey, Diane. I see you sneaking in. All right. Let me finish this up and then watch what happens when we add this solid navy blue. Well, the border stripe navy blue. Tracy, they are 8 and 9 years old. Okay, can tell you guys, I don't think she can hear me. Hang on. Let me see where Emma's at. So, yesterday, I don't know, maybe over the weekend, we were talking about her schoolwork, and I said something about mom, and she goes, well, this is so sad. She said, Mom didn't care about my schoolwork, so I didn't try very hard. And that broke my heart. In fact, I just told her teacher that today, because Emma's a little bit behind academically, and we're trying to help her get caught up. I've hired a tutor. A tutor works with her twice a week, and then she gets extra help at school through the tutors, the teachers at school. They give her extra help. And she's such a great kid. They both are great kids. But it's sad because she's missed out. She's missed out on a lot. So we're trying, we got time to make up. We've got to make up some time with this girl. Okay, seriously, I'm missing one. Hang on. Oh, okay. I guess I have it. I just didn't. Okay. One more there. May, I know, right? So Diane, these strips, the first set of strips are at 20 inches long. And then the next set that I'm getting ready to switch to is 15, and I'll show you why. So this kit comes with 2 rolls of mesh, and this is one of the rolls. Look how full this is. Let me show you this way, because sometimes, when you see, you can't even see through that, right? Nice full wreath. Wow. Now watch. So we're going to complement it with this navy blue mesh, but with this one, we're going to make some curls out of. So these are 15-inch long, and I'm going to just simply curl them together. And about about a quarter round, and I'm going to do that to both of them. And in each one of these twist ties, we're going to put 2 of these. So May, when I was saying that you can be so versatile with 2 different colors of mesh, you could alternate one with ruffle next to another ruffle. So you could alternate these every other color on here, but I would do them at like 32 inches, not 20. The possibilities are endless. Seriously. So when I do this curl though, let me come back this way. When I do this curl, I want to take that raw edge, that cut edge, and I want to make sure it's facing down, because remember, mesh frays, all mesh frays. So the less that it has of a chance to get tugged on or pulled on, then the less fraying you're going to get. And there is the first set of curls. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. Absolutely, Miss May. No problem. So I'm just going to repeat that all the way around and do 2 curls in each of the twist ties. And I'm going to try and make sure that the raw edge is facing away from the visual field here. So least amount of touching, least amount of movement. You know what we need? We need to hire someone just to cut our mesh for us. Wouldn't that take the time out of our work? Tracy said I work for a nonprofit community, and that is one of the biggest things that we hear about the damage it's done to our children. Plus, COVID did a horrible. Okay, so COVID also had absolutely, Tracy. So unfortunately, during COVID, Mom did not go and get the mobile device. So the schools offered or had iPads for all the kids, and these kids didn't get theirs. So they missed out a whole year. And of course, for Emma, that was the year they were learning to read. So therein lies the tutor. So the tutor that I have, she just recently retired. She's my neighbor. Now remember, I live in a little bitty suburban town, right? So she literally lives right across the street, but she just retired, school teacher, and she used to teach special ed. And she has the patience of Job, as you can very well imagine. And she's doing wonderful, wonderful work with Emma. Wonderful. And she texted me today, it was yesterday. She said, oh my gosh, her vowels, she's starting to get it. And that's huge. Emma's in 4th grade. 4th grade, y'all. And she doesn't know her vowels. Not the sounds, the vowel sounds, right? So, very, very challenging for her. We're getting her there. That makes me proud. She is working hard, and it's paying off. It is paying off. And they get to do fun things at school. They're doing roller skating at school. Just all kinds of things. That's great exposure. Yes, Karen. So they're brother and sister, and they are our great niece and nephew. So our niece is the one that passed away. She was 27. And yeah, great niece and nephew. And if it weren't for me having my own business, they wouldn't be with us either. They're, I mean, we all have careers, right? We're all in our working years. But my position was the most flexible, and I'm sorry, but the nurse in me, the human being in me, is like, there's no way in hell these kids are going into the system, right? Not when I can make a difference. I can be here. So Mickey, right now, the wreath kit to get this wreath kit, I actually pinned a link. It should be pinned at the top or the bottom, I can't remember, of the comments. And if you use the code today only, use the code FLASH10, and you will save 10% on all wreath kits through midnight tonight. But the wreath kit of the month, that will not be available until March 1st. So March 1st is when the next kit becomes available. Actually, yeah, March 1st. And there's only, I think, 2 extra kits this month. It's crazy. You are blessed. Thank you, Virginia. Girl, I'll tell you, there's days, though. Can you imagine? I'm 63. Gary he just turned 59. So we were talking retirement. Miss my comment. I tried to add the wreath of the month kit to my last order, and it wouldn't let me. So can you not subscribe to it? So Amy, the wreath kit of the month, you can't use any coupons. So if you were using a discount code or something like that, because it's already so discounted. And also right now, there are no wreath kit of the months available. They won't be available until the beginning of March. Ta-da! Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Yes, it is, Miss Tracy. Amy, I didn't even catch that. Thanks for pointing that out. May, I'll tell you, tonight I text her teacher and I was like, I'm trying to help her so hard with reading an analog clock. And I don't know how to explain it. I don't. I just don't. Debbie, absolutely. Everything happens for a reason. Second chance at life. You know, it's those proud moments when you see them learn to ride a bicycle. So neither one of them had ever learned to ride a bicycle. And Eli just learned. If you didn't see my video a couple of weeks ago, he learned how to ride it just a couple of weeks ago. Emma learned, she caught on right before the weather turned cold this winter. So she's got it. But we only have one bicycle and it's a hand-me-down. So I told Gary, I said, we're going to have to see about getting them a bicycle of their own and one that fits them, because the one that we have, again, is a hand-me-down and is a little bit small. So, oh, in due time, it'll all come together, right? The system is broken. Bless you. Oh, Karen, girl, you do not. So I've actually tried to work within the system to get some assistance for the kids, and there is none. And I'm going to put that to you as politely as possible, that there is none. There's none. I pretty much was told unless they were turned over in a DCFS case, there's no help for them at all. January kit, never got the February's. Was never charged for it. Would you like to get the subscription? But the February, yeah, February sold out, Karen. I'll have to look. Is there a possibility that maybe your card had expired or something like that? Sometimes things like that happen, but that's odd you didn't get the, somebody had skipped a month. Was that you? I don't know. I'll have to look, Karen. I'll do that tomorrow morning, hon. So is this one the Wreath? No, Terry, this is not the Wreath kit of the month. This is just one of our regular Wreath kits. Just one of our regular. But I will tell you the Wreath kit of the month is Patriotic. And it's a totally different look. And it's over the moon. All right, so I put 2 of these in each of the outer rings. So now we have 2 curls in each tail. That was 18. So if you think about it, we used a roll of mesh. Actually, it was 20. And we made 20 cuts. So each outside of the ring has 2 curls. Now watch what we do on the inside. This is so fun. This is fun. May, I don't have it with me. Wonderful autocorrect, yep. Tracy, amen. Amen. Reading an analog clock hours. Oh, Paula. She can't grasp how to count the time. That's where we're struggling is. I tried that, Karen. It's not clicking yet. Passed away, so they should. So Tracy, unfortunately, she didn't work long enough for Social Security benefits. Yes. Dad is not involved, and he lives in Colorado. We live in Illinois. That's next step. We actually go for our hearing on guardianship on Monday, March 18th, something like that. Whatever that Monday is. And then after that, then I'll talk to the attorney about pursuing guardianship or child support. Yay. Yay. Fun times. Oh, Karen, that could be. I'll look tomorrow, babe. All right, so let me show you this ribbon and you're going to understand kind of where I'm going here. So this one of all of our favorite ribbon is that window pane jute knitting ribbon in navy blue. Woo woo. So that's ribbon number 1. We also have this 1.5 inch Argyle and stars. We have this, actually I have some already open, so I'm going to use it. This 1.5 inch thick, thin diagonal plaid. And to top it all off, wait for it. A 5/8 inch in this primitive red, white, and blue, or actually red, tan, and blue. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? Shirley, hello. I hired an attorney for the kids, if that's what you mean. So, I have a 20, he can't read an analog clock. Yvonne, wow, that's crazy to me. Hello, hello. Robin, check that out. I love buying your gorgeous ribbon. Aw, thanks, Robin. All right, so this is our inspiration. Well, this one doesn't go. You don't get 2 rolls of that. So watch the magic happen. So with us having the dark blue around the edges, it really opens up that different texture here. So I'm going to be adding some ribbon tails at the top. And then don't forget, this kit also comes with this red, white, and blue filler bush. Look. All right, so we're going to start by adding some tails. And I'm just going to add tails around the top row. So I only need 8 of this jute netting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to, now with this jute netting, we don't dovetail it. So we just leave that straight cut, because if you dovetail, it's going to fray in all sorts of places. So avoid dovetailing this window pane jute netting ribbon. Cutting it straight across. I learned that the hard way. Just want to share that with you. I learned it the hard way. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to use some of this 1.5 inch. So Yvonne, they're actually working with her on that. Oh, Dee, you must have a Windows, right? I have a Mac. We don't have that problem. One of the reasons I don't like Windows computers. It's like every time I went to go get on my computer, and of course Windows does their updates on Wednesdays, or at least they used to. And so I finally got to the point where I was like, okay, if it's a Wednesday, I need to make sure I log in early, because it's going to install an update. And of course I can't stop it. It just automatically does it. Macs don't do that. Well, I need to figure out how to add the gnome head and legs to my wreath. Oh, Virginia. Hang on, because hardworking mom, Lori Jacobs. So Lori and I partner, and she's got that kit, and she's done hers, I think. I think she's finished hers. So if you've got the gnome kit with the red and black ladybug, or the ladybug kind of gnome kit with the red and black flower on it, I will get that and share it on my page. Or you can go to Hardworking Mom on YouTube, and she's probably got it over there. So what I try to do is Lori and I kind of split some of the wreath kits. I don't do every one, but she does them. She'll do some and I'll do some. But actually the gnome, Tracy, comes with the wire already attached. So that gnome attachment already has the wires attached. So you can just attach it to your wire frame. But if you haven't got that far, Virginia, you may not know that yet, right? Ta-da! Okay, let's take these and let's make some around our wreath. You're very welcome, Virginia. Look, look. Do you see what I see? I know it's not Christmas, but that was appropriate. Come on now. Don't deny me. Virginia, don't let it take over you. Oh, daggone it, Dee. That's frustrating, right? All right, so let's go. Where's my other? There we go. This one seems a little wonky, so I'm going to cut it a little shorter. There we go. There we go. There we go. No, Yvonne, the curls are only going to go on the outside. So it's kind of like a frame. It framed it. And now, of course, if you wanted to do curls on both top and bottom, then you would want to cut those. So I cut these at 15 inch each. So you would want to go back and cut them at 10 inches each. Otherwise, you wouldn't have enough for 2 for each of the twist ties. So we have 18 twist ties. And of course, I always encourage you guys to go with what looks good, whatever moves you. Agreed, Tracy, agreed. All right, we are almost around the top. Now, as always, in case you didn't know, with my wreath kits, you get the whole roll of ribbon. So I know sometimes some businesses will cut up the ribbon and give you like 3 or 5 yards. Oh, no, Yvonne, absolutely no. So sorry. I'm sorry if that's what you thought you heard, but the blue and white check, those are cut at 20 inches. And the navy blue, we have 36 of them. Oh, that's what I said, is 36. And I didn't mean, we have 20, 20 of them. And I said 36, that's why. That's why. There's the confusion. You're right. I did say we had 36 of them, but that's incorrect. We have 20 of them. 20 of them cut at 15 inches each. Whew. Now, thanks for clarifying that for me or pointing that out, because that would have been a goof up, wouldn't it? Definitely a goof up. Marilyn, the ribbon are 12 inches. 12. And we are on our last one. All right, so for this, I'm going to go ahead and make our bow. This one's actually going to get 2 bows. And for this, I'm going to be using all 4 rolls of ribbon. So I'm going to incorporate this on my extra spool holder. So I'm going to start adding my ribbon. Where did I want to do that? Yes, I wanted to do this one next. Then this one. And this one last. So I'm actually going to pull, watch the magic. I'm going to pull this with that one on top, that one on top of that, and this one on top, and we're going to do all 4 of them at the same time. What? I don't want ribbon tails. I just want a regular round bow. So I'm going to come over here and come out to about the 6-inch mark, give it a twist. And all 4 of these are going to go on at the same time. I'm going to come out to the 6-inch mark here, put it in there, give it a twist. Got it. The only thing with this, you just got to kind of keep them layered together. There we go. Charlotte, I know, girl. Where you been? Now on this one, each layer, I'm going to come in about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Because remember, I'm doing 4 ribbon at once. And this one will be the last layer. And now I'm going to cut that off. Now for this one, I am going to use a zip tie because we do have a lot of ribbon going on here. I don't know if you guys can see how thick that is, but it's starting to get a little thick. But I'm going to put a zip tie underneath there. Get it started anyway. Hello, there you go. Work with me, baby, work with me. And then before I actually tie this off, I'm going to add a little bit of extra of this one. I don't know if I want to leave that. I'm going to go ahead and have a longer piece for right now. I can always cut it off later. All right, now I'm ready to wrap this, or at least start it. So whenever I use a zip tie, I start it before I take it off of my Easy Bow Maker. And before I tighten that all the way down, I'm going to, Marilyn, I have not. Charlotte, been working on a small grapevine for a neighbor. Oh yeah, I love work. In fact, I need to get some more grapevine. I'm so out of it. The 3 spool holder, Kim Bryce, Magical Creations. Kim, if you're on here, please put your link in the comments. I'm not in a position that I can do that, but her and her husband have an Etsy shop, and him and her make them. She actually gave that one to me as a gift. Kim Bryce, if you're here. All right, I know that wire is going to be long enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and tighten this. And trust me, that ribbon's not going anywhere. I'm going to trim that off where the zip tie is. And Now we're ready to put all the pieces together, right? So we've got our sign, we've got our bow, and I will be making a smaller second bow. So for this, I think I'm going to put the sign right over here in this area. I tend to prefer to not have them right smack in the center, just because it makes it a little more unique. That's my opinion, though. Robin, no, this is a 10-inch. 10-inch. Kim Bryce, yes. Bryce. Thank you, Dee. Magical Creations. Here we get rain tomorrow. Oh, yay. Yay. Yeah, we don't have the rain. We just have the cold flipping weather. Like I said, with the wind chill this morning when the kids were going out the door, it was 6 degrees outside. But today was wacky day, so I didn't make them wear their hats because we both worked very hard on their hair. All right, it's coming together, y'all. Ooh, I need to turn on my glue pot. I haven't done that because with this having that greenery, we're going to need some hot glue here very shortly. So let me turn that on. And it won't take that long to warm up. Robin, I had fun. The kids had fun. Eli's hair's got more gel and hairspray in it than mine does for a month. But he won. Didn't know there was a contest, but he won the wackiest hair today. So it's like Dr. Seuss week or something. And so each day they have a new thing. And then, as I said earlier, on tomorrow, it's Neon Day. And Friday is Hat Day. Stephanie, glue pot, Amazon. So this is like an 8-inch glue pot. It's just an electric skillet. That's all it is. Highly recommend. Just going and getting an electric skillet. Okay, I'm good with that. It's gonna, let me make sure I've got it secured over here. I do. I've got it crossed bars. Doesn't look wonky. Looks great, actually. Let's add this bow. So I added some floral wire to the back of the bow. I am going to go ahead and start spreading the news. Here, let me show you this. So when I do the multiple ribbon, this is a 4-ribbon bow. And when I do that, look what happens. Just start taking them apart. Look how nice that gingham check ribbon is. It's a nice, thick, sturdy gingham. So for this one, I always start on the bottom. Read Across America Week, is it? I know theirs specifically has to do with Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Oh, let me trim these, dovetail these before I get too much further. And now I can finish here. When I use a zip tie, I don't mind yanking these things around. Just spread them apart. A few more dovetail. And remember, I suggest that you do not dovetail that window pane, the jute netting, because it will definitely cause it to fray really bad. All right. I will get this kind of paired up a little bit more after we get it attached. I can smell the glue pot warming up. And then we're going to add one more smaller bow right below this one. There we go. Got that going. Let me turn my glue pot down just a little bit so I don't have nothing but soup over here when I'm done. Oh, Dee, that would have been crazy. Thank you, May. All right. Whew. We're not done with this kit yet. If you're just joining, this is one of the new wreath kits we just released this week. And this one is the Patriotic Pride, American Pride Boots wreath kit. And of course, as I mentioned, we do have a coupon that's good for today only. If you use the coupon FLASH10, you can save 10% on this wreath kit today only. And I did put a link to this in the comments, so it should be right. I pinned it to the comments. Oh, look. All right, one more tiny bow. So we're just gonna actually use the twist ties to make this bow. Robin, thank you, dear. All right, let me take a drink first. So we already have the base because it's got the window pane and this argyle ribbon. So we're going to take and we're going to make, there we go. It looks like maybe about 20 inches of ribbon. Dovetail that. And we're just going to add that right on top of this one. So it brings out that contrast in color. Then we're going to bring some more of this primitive ribbon, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut about 20 inches. Tracy, have a good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Put that right on top of there. And now we've got like a little cheater bow. But it ties it all together. So we've got that visual field of the rule of 3, right? So we've got that triangle pattern Looks pretty awesome. This one needs to turn back just a wee bit. Now, watch us fill it up. So this is a pusher. And so you can push those up all the way to the top. And that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to cut and I'm going to push these up all the way, or so that we have more of a bushy end. And 2, let's see how many we have on this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 cuts on this one. Let me get them all pushed up there, I think. Ta-da! We're almost there. Voila. All right, so as always, now you can add these while you're making your bow, but not with this type of bow. So the way I did this bow, that would not work. But I do want to integrate it into the bow itself. So let me get a few things out of our way so we don't spread any hot glue across it. And oh, maybe I turned it down too much. I can smell it getting hot, and now I got it too low. All right, so I'm going to go up under the bow and wiggle that around, and we're going to bring some of that greenery and filler like it's flowing right out of the bow. I'm going to come up this side, do the same thing, wiggle it around, get it to touch as many places as you can with that glue. And already, can you guys see the difference already just by adding some of that greenery in there? And I'm going to do one more piece right underneath here for around the bow. And then we're going to look at where we're going to place the rest of them. So for this design, it's almost like framing the bow, helping the bow kind of stand out a little bit. Now, we're going to take some more, and I'm trying to decide if I want to go there, or I think I'm going to go actually down below on the lower level on the outer rim. So I can use the twist ties that are already on the wreath, use some glue, wiggle it into that mesh, and then I'm going to use a twist tie to also secure that. Let me get that in there just a little bit further. And before I glue them down, let's see where we want to put the rest of them. And one more over here. Yeah, I'm good with that. I love that. Kim Bryce, can you put a link to your 3 ribbon spool holder, please? I'm not at my desktop right now, so I can't do that. And I have, and Jill's not with me. So usually if Jill's here, she's my second hand and she can do things like that. But if Kim wouldn't mind sharing that link. Thank you, Miss Beth. Girl, you know I like to go a little outside of the box. This whole kit, this whole wreath kit is a little outside of the box. Just like I am. Let's go ahead and add this one. Right in here. And again, I added glue, but I'm also using the twist tie to attach it. Debbie, I knew this was going to be pretty, and that's what I was telling Gary. God love him. He's like, are you going to put this in the auction? So every year a neighboring community does a fundraiser for the fire department, and we usually DJ it, but we're not available this year. But I always donate, and he's like, are you going to donate that wreath tonight? I'm like, but I wanted this wreath for my own front door. Oh, well. I have the wreath kit of the month coming up yet, so I will probably put that, because I don't change my... So once Memorial Day hits, I put up something patriotic, and that stays up until fall. Yvonne, thank you, girl. And one last piece. One last. So if you... Now you can kind of understand why this kit has already started selling so well. Oh, Dee, how exciting. First one of the season. Oh, hang on. I want to look at this bow just a little bit more. I want that to lay a little bit more flat. There we go. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, right? Practice what you preach. Practice what you preach. Don't overthink it. Check it out. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is so pretty. It is amazing. And don't forget, if you're just joining us, today only through midnight, if you use the code FLASH10, you can save 10% on any of our wreath kits, including this one. So if you want it, come and get it. Because this one won't last for long. Oh, thanks. It's really not that huge, May. I don't know if, so it's 20, with the flowers, it makes it a little bit wider, but it is 24 inches in diameter. It's the normal 15-inch frame, so it's 24 inches in diameter. And thickness-wise, it's not super thick. Not at all. So that's part of the beauty of doing the curls just on the outside, is it doesn't make it super thick. I'm not a big fan of 10, 12-inch thick wreaths. That's just not my style. I'm glad you love. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. All right. I'm going to go check on the children because it's their bedtime. I'm glad that I got to hang out with you guys tonight because I do miss my evening crowd. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll get pictures of this. We'll get it up tomorrow. And this one's probably going to go to the fundraiser for the fire department. Blue Mound Fire Department, Blue Mound, Illinois. That's where it is. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon. Have a good one.